What's included in the price of a ticket when you attend a high school athletic event? For starters, greater opportunities for our kids.
And here comes Lopez. He dribbles, fakes, shoots, and scores! A high-paying job!
Putting today's young people on the pathway to success. Inspiring them to never give up. Encouraging them to always do their best. Teaching them how to be better leaders. It's all included in the price of admission when you go to an IHSAA athletic event. All you have to do is buy a ticket.
I can do that.
High school sports. We pay, they play, everybody wins. This message brought to you by the IHSAA, encouraging you to go to a high school game this week and help build a future that benefits us all.
It's time for the Commissioner's Corner, an exclusive weekly conversation about Indiana high school sports with the Commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul Knightstown. Now for an up-to-the-minute report about what's happening in the constantly changing world of high school sports, here's Coach Bob Lovell with Commissioner Paul Knightstown.
Welcome back, everyone, to our weekly conversation with the Commissioner of the IHSAA. Paul Knightstown joins us. Commissioner, we're into week 4 of the fall sports schedule, and relative to COVID-19, things seem to be progressing, I would think, reasonably well from your standpoint.
Yeah, they absolutely are, Bob. And, we try to run some data and look at some numbers to see if that's the case. And what I can tell you is week 1, we had about 84% of our schools in the state play a game. Week 2, we were right at 90% of our schools in our state played a football game. And then last week, we're going to celebrate a number of 95% of our schools actually played in the contest last week. So we're trending in the right direction. The number of schools on quarantine is going down. And that's just such a tribute to our communities and our schools and what they've been doing out there. And it's working.
It's a remarkable number. I mean, I'm not sure how else to look at it. I know you have to be elated at it, but also mindful that these things can change very dramatically.
Oh, they can, and obviously we just had our big Labor Day weekend and everybody has their eye on that right now. And hopefully we don't see upticks in our communities that would affect our ability to play contests in the state. But, I really believe people are getting the message and we're going to see a minimal effect. At least that's what I'm hoping we're going to see.
Yeah, I would think that if you're in a community where you believe high school sports are important, and we do, that you have to do your part. And it's cliched, but it is a team effort. So everyone has to wear a mask, practice social distancing, try to avoid crowds, try to do those protocols that we've been talking about forever and ever to control the spread. And it seems to be that people are really taking that very seriously with these numbers you're talking about.
I think that's exactly right. And, the advantage that we have at a high school with, we still got parents involved with kids. And, people wonder why we can do things that a collegiate program cannot.
All right, Paul, let's talk about what's happening here in the fall. I mean, we are literally a couple of weeks away from, as crazy as it sounds, we're away a couple of weeks away from sectionals around the state in certain sports than the IHSAA.
We are, and we're looking at girls golf right now. It's 2 weeks out from this coming weekend, or actually 1 week this coming weekend. And man, we'd be here a couple of weeks or a couple of months ago. Girls golf is going to start contesting right after that. The 1st of October, we have flag football and boys and girls cross October 10th, followed by on that same weekend, October 10th, we play some soccer. So things are pretty nicely, and we're gearing up for tournaments now.
Yeah, I'm already gearing up for the pairing show because it's going to be right around the corner, is it not?
It is, and actually, so are we. We had a meeting in the office today to start talking about our pairing shows and what they were going to look like and draws and all those different things from our house. And Bob, you'll be happy to know we've got a new studio we're going to let you broadcast out of this year that we've taken and repurposed to the whole room, and you're going to have a new home here when you put that pairing shows on.
Well, I'm looking forward to it. I say this every year. I'm honored to be asked to be a part of it because I know how important those shows are, and it's really exciting. A little nerve-wracking for everybody involved, including the host. Paul Neidig is the commissioner of the IHSAA. This is our weekly conversation about all things IHSAA related. Paul, it's great to talk to you. Congratulations on the great news. Continued success to you and everybody in the association.
Thanks for listening to The Commissioner's Corner with IHSAA Commissioner Paul Neidig and Coach Bob Lovell. And thank you for your continued support of the high schools in your community.
From all across the state,
Rushville,
South Bend, Washington,
Lakeland High School,
Culver Academies, North Vermilion,
we represent 160,000 student athletes.
We are the voices
of 410 member school athletes.
The IHSAA Student Advisory Committee is made up of 18 student athletes who organize the Student Leadership Conference and participate in state championship events as award presenters in many different roles.
We represent you.
We are the IHSAA Student Advisory Committee.
Pure spirit,
pure sport,
pure Indiana.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Union City, Indiana. At the
Tonight's officials are Brad Van Winkle,
over to Rick Lacey, our
Darren Exel Adams,
and I'll come back with the
Nathan Fletcher,
Tim
Troxel, and Jeff Green.
Tonight's chain gang, Chris Webb, Jamie Wright, Brad Jeffries, and Andy Abel. We would like to say a big thank you to those men for their work with the chains tonight.
And again, welcome everybody to Union City Football Field, and it's the home opener of the Union City Indians. They have a record of 1-1, taking on the Knightstown football team. Panthers, they're 2-0 overall and a 2-0 conference record. Should be a good game tonight under the Friday night lights.
During the coin toss,
it is September 11th.
Knightstown won the toss. They chose to defer. They'll be kicking to the scoreboard. Good luck, fellas.
The refs are mic'd up now? All right, well, we might have the referee mic'd up. So is that Greeny out there? We might be hearing him throughout the game. All right. Cool. We'll take it. And, of course, we have PA announcer Rick Lacey. I don't know how many years you got, Rick? How many years you didn't been our PA announcer? Too many. Anyway, again, welcome everybody. What a beautiful night for football. The weather's going to cooperate, and a great game for Friday night lights between the Union City Indians and the Knightstown Panthers. And looking forward to seeing a good game. Union City coming off a great win against Hagerstown last week, and what a game the Indians had. Can 2 with a pick 6, and what can I say about Blaine Daniels? 3 touchdowns and 3-point afters that were good. So the junior is ready to start his season here at home, and let's see what kind of a night that Coach Malloy's Indians are going to have. And of course, Coach Knight's The Knightstown Tigers will be Panthers, excuse me. Knightstown Panthers, we're shaking off
Indians
the rust
will receive the kickoff.
Try this
Blaine Daniels and Gabe Addington are deep for the Indians.
Coach Chad Montgomery of the Knightstown Panthers is what I'm trying to say, ladies and gentlemen. So it's the first broadcast down here at the football field, so hopefully we'll shake off the rust here and get everything going and get some good footage for you down there. We do have a camera down on the field for our third camera this year, and that's birthday man
Kicking
Jordan
for
Walzer.
Knightstown, number 17, Wade Toth.
And we're getting ready for the kickoff. The Knightstown Panthers will be kicking off to the Indians. Back deep, it looks like we have Addington and Blaine Daniels. Trying to see if I can get a hold of the numbers there. And here's the kickoff. Short kick, and the Indians going to take it. And around the corner, and got some daylight.
Who is that, 32?
32, Zarin Cantu takes the ball. The senior.
Zarin Cantu on the return for the Indians.
And the Indians will be starting off on the other side of the Panther side of the gridiron.
Union City will start first and 10 on the
Let me
Panther.
turn right down. There we go. And Hunter Reagan starting quarterback again for the second year, the senior. Lots of seniors on this squad for Union City. They're going to be losing a lot next year. We got Hunter Clay, Reagan, Addington, Likens, Cowper, Armentrout, Tariquez, and Benavidez, all seniors, enjoying their last season in this pandemic world we're living in right now. So we're going to get through it as best as we can this season, and hopefully everybody stays safe. Reagan in the shotgun. Here's the first snap of the home. Reagan passes off to Clay. Clay goes around the left end, and it looks like he might have got maybe a yard. Hunter Clay, another one of those seniors. 5'6", 160 senior, and he's a feisty little young man. He's one of the shortest guys on the field, but he's one of the hardest hitters, that's for sure. So that'll bring up the Indians' second down and 10, so they're going to call it no gain. Might have got about a football length. And Reagan brings his troop up again from the shotgun. Coach Malloy's having Reagan from the shotgun here at home, and not taking too much time to call the play. They're up at the line. Here's Reagan from the gun. Reagan hands off to number 5. Blaine Daniels. Blaine goes around the right end, and it looks like he gains about 4 or 5 yards. So it'll be a 3rd and 6. Great play by the junior. And again, the Knightstown Panthers on defense. Already given up 6 yards. So let's see if the Indians can convert on a 3rd and 7. Here's Reagan. Again in the shotgun. Clay flank to the left. Tariquez the center. Back to Reagan. Reagan looks back. Goes to the right. Pass down the middle. It's a completed pass, and it looks like good enough for a first down. Let's see who we got there. Looks like Brendan Wright, if I can see 25 there. Yep, he comes up a little hobbling. Wright, a 6'2 junior. And the Indians will move the sticks. And they are already on the Panthers' 39-yard line, and with a new set of downs. I want to thank everybody again. Thank you for tuning in. My name is Brian Merrill, and you're watching K.I.S.S TV. If you're tuning in on Facebook, YouTube Live, or Channel 5, anything, thank you for watching. And here's Reagan again, all from the shotgun. Reagan is yet to be under center. Here's the snap off to number 1. Here's Clay. Clay goes up the middle for about another 5 or 6 yards. And a Knightstown with their 2-0 record. The Indians are pretty much eating up yardage here in this opening drive. Addington checking in. Jacob Jeffries comes out. Jeffries also a senior. First year playing football, I believe, for Jeffries, as well as Cantu. And Reagan, looks like Coach Malloy's going to run some offense from the shotgun here in the home field. Addington split out wide left. Looks like Jeffries in the slot. Daniels in the slot. Reagan rolls out right. He looks, he's being chased. Russell, and he gets the ball loose and gets it out, and incomplete pass. Reagan was rushing around the right end, and he was being pursued by several Panthers, so Reagan did the smart thing and just threw it away. 3rd and 5 for the Indians. And if I know Coach Malloy, if it's a 4th and 5 situation, Coach probably going to go for it. So we'll call this 2 downs to get a first down. I can't see, but then again, you can't dismiss the leg of Blaine Daniels because this is well within his range of a field goal. So that would be interesting to see at the high school level, see the leg of Blaine Daniels. We talked about it last year, kicking some 35, 40-yard field goals at the high school level. Excellent young man, excellent leg. Here's Reagan. Hand off to Clay. Clay tries to go up the middle and maybe got about a yard. So let's see what Coach Malloy does. It's going to be 4th and 5. Let's see if Malloy sends out Daniels in the field goal team. And nope. Nope, coach is going to go for it. So Malloy's going to 4th and 5. It's one thing you can say about Coach Malloy. He'll take the risk. He'll take the chances. Last year he was on his own 30 against an opponent, and it was about 4th and 5, and he hit the first down. Here's Reagan again from the shotgun. Clay on his left, slot. Looks like Addington and Daniels on the left. Twins to each side. Here's Reagan. He's looking. He's going to take it deep in the air. Oh, just in and out of the hands of number 9, Alex Spence.
Reagan's pass to Alex Spence, incomplete.
I think it was Spence. Might have been, looks like number 9. Check that, number 5. My mistake. Blaine Daniels. I need better glasses, Lacey. So that was a call incomplete to Blaine Daniels.
Ball turned over on downs, be 1st and 10 for the Panthers on their own 30-yard line.
So it's okay as a punt, so the Panthers will take over on their own 30. And here's a first look at the Union City defense here on the home court. Field, court, rink, whatever we want to call it. So here's the quarterback for the Knightstown Panthers. And I got the quarterback probably as number 11, Chase Richmond. Let's see. And you have to, okay, here comes number 11 in, Chase Richmond. He's listed as a quarterback, a senior.
2nd down and 10 for the Panthers.
No score with 8:23 left to go in the first quarter. And here come the Panthers again at a 2nd and 10. Richmond's back in the gun. Takes the snap, rolls out right, looking right, and nice complete pass. And look for about a 3-yard gain. Nice tackle by the Indians, number 22. Excuse me, 32. Is that Cantu? Yeah, Cantu with the tackle there.
Stop by Zarin Cantu.
Need to have the numbers a little bit more brighter for us old folks here up in the booth.
For the Panthers.
Panthers on a 3rd and 7. So let's see if the Indians' defense can hold and get the ball and on a punt. And Richmond with the snap. He looks left. He's being rushed by several Indians, and he's hit when he throws it, but he gets the ball complete, and they get a 1st down and more, and they keep going. Great defense by the Indians to sack him, but Richmond got it off and completed the pass for about a 15-yard gain. So the Panthers will move the sticks and back the Indians up again. The Panthers will be 1st and 10 on about it looks like the Indian 49.
First down for the Panthers on their own 46-yard line.
Here comes Richmond again. Pardon me, not Richmond. We have what do we got here? Number 26 or 36, I'm looking. Sorry, folks. I'm trying to the program here. And Richmond's going to take the ball and run. And he's going around the left end, and he's run out of bounds by the Indians. But Hunter Clay gets him out of bounds, but not after a gain of another 1st down, about a 15, 20-yard gain. And again, the Panthers move the sticks on the Indians, and the Indians keep going backwards. They need to have a stand here as the Knightstown Panthers' first set of plays, they're marching down the field on the Indians. So it'll be a 1st and 10 on the Indian 42. It looks like we have 24. We're going to Samuel Hammonds. We're going to call back. No, we got Richmond. Excuse me. Almost picked off, and it is picked off by Cantu. Here goes Cantu again. He's going. Cantu's continue to go, and he's down at the 30-yard line. Great interception by Zarin Cantu, the 2nd in as many weeks. Last week he had a pick 6, so great defense by the senior Cantu. Just what the Indians needed as the Panthers were marching down the field. Richmond got a little bit lazy with the pass, and Cantu picked it off and ran it back about 25 yards. And now it's 1st and 10 for Hunter Reagan and the Indians on the 30 of the Panthers. Great play by the senior.
There's a flag on the play.
And as you heard PA announcer Rick Lacey, they're calling a flag, but it looks like they're going to see what the call is.
We have a sideline warning against Union City. Possession, Knightstown.
Okay, I don't know what a sideline warning is, ladies and gentlemen, but apparently that nullified the interception by Cantu, but there's still No, they said Knightstown. Here come the Indians offense. So that's a mistake by the referee. Yeah, he called it, and he said first down Knightstown, and that's incorrect. So that's okay, but I like the fact that we do have audio from the referees down there, so you guys can hear the play a lot better. Here's Reagan from the shotgun, 1st and 10 from the interception from Cantu. Here's Reagan. He's rolling out to the right. He's getting rushed. Being rushed, he's in duress, and can't, nope. Reagan should have thrown the ball away, and he backed up, and Reagan suffered about almost a 20-yard loss.
Sacked on the play by number 52.
No, the senior
Liam
knows better than
Orcutt.
that. Senior should have went ahead and thrown it out of bounds. So Indians find themselves in a deep hole already in their second set of downs, about 2nd and 22. So it's got to frustrate Coach Malloy, and I'm sure the senior Reagan has the experience and knows better. He should have just threw that out of bounds. He didn't have the speed against the Panthers defense. So Reagan's going to try from the shotgun again, 2nd and a mile. Here's Reagan going back. Pedaling back, about a 5-step drop. Nice little screen pass to Clay, and it looks like another about a 2 or 3 yard loss. So it looks like it's going to bring up a 3rd in a calendar year to get to the first down. So we'll see what quarterback Reagan and Coach Malloy's got for this 3rd down play. It's got to be a pass, so I'd expect the receivers probably twins on each side and go into patterns. Let's see. We do have we have a full backfield. We got, looks like Clay, and I'm going to say Eli Moore. I can't see the number, ladies and gentlemen. My apologies. And here comes Reagan back. Nice drop back, and nice way to get up some ground as he keeps running. Brendan Wright, nice play, but it's going to be about a 4th and 7, and I'd expect Coach Malloy to go ahead and go for it again like he did the last series of down. So great quick pass and great pattern by Wright to get that ball out of the hands so Reagan wouldn't get in any trouble again. So 4th and 9, Coach Malloy, he's going to go for it. It's almost like we're sending out Daniels to see what kind of field goal range he could get here in the first quarter with 5:24 to go. And here's Reagan again from the shotgun. The senior is yet to be under center. Here's Reagan, drop back, 4 steps, drop. Oh, he fumbles the ball. He loses it. Clay can't find it. Knightstown picks it up, and they're going the other way. And it's going to be 6, ladies and gentlemen. DeAndre Rose, the senior linebacker, picks up the fumble and takes it already in for the Panthers' first score on a mistake by Hunter Reagan. Just bobbled the ball and lost it. And Clay had it around him, around his ankles, and he couldn't locate it. But Panthers picked it right up. What a backbreaker for the Indians. Great play by the Knightstown Panthers. Not how you want to start a second series like that, but let's see what the Indians can do here on this. They're going to kick a point after attempt, so we'll see if the Indians can stop that and keep it a 6-0, and they will receive the kickoff after this. Wade Toth, a junior, is listed as a kicker. Placeholder is Mason Fields. And here's the snap. Good hold, and it's right through the uprights. So just like that, ladies and gentlemen, 7-0 on a fumbled error by Hunter Reagan. And Coach Malloy goes out to talk to his troops. And the Knightstown Panthers will be coming out, and they will be kicking again. I want to thank, of course, Cardinal Ethanol and the Randolph County Economic Development Corporation for being big sponsors of the K.I.S.S program these last few years. Be able to be very generous in bringing you this great high-definition coverage. So we want to thank Jeff Painter, everybody at Cardinal, and CM Bales and Missy Williams out there at the REDC for all the help of supporting the K.I.S.S program these last few years. So the Indians will come out to receive the kick, just like that, 7-0, 5 minutes left to go in the first. Not really a huge amount of plays. You got Cantu with the interception, that play we just had. Other than that, it's been pretty much back and forth, a few yards here, a few yards there. But this last series of down, the Indians found themselves going backwards. Reagan on a scramble on about a 15, 20-yard loss, and then, of course, he drops the ball, and they pick it up and take it into the end zone for 6. So the Indians need to shake off their rust here in the home field and see what we can do on this third series now by the Indians as they will receive the kickoff.
Kicking for the Panthers, number 17, Wade Toth.
Now let's see what Toth will do for the Panthers because there's a little bit of a hole there. The Indians got to be careful. They might try to sneak one in over the heads of the front row. And he backs up. And here's the kick. The Indians better be ready. And here's the kick. And just not a whole lot of deep, and he's going to kick it. Oh, he should have let that go out of bounds. Are they going to mark it there? What a mental error by the Indians. He should have just let that go out of bounds, but I don't know if that's going to make up field position or not, because I think they'll still get it on the 35 if it did go out of bounds. Or it could have been a re-kick. So odd that was the choice, that they grab it and then went out of bounds. And they spot the ball, and the Indians will start on about their own 35. 34. There you go. So Hunter Reagan's going to bring the troops back up, and hopefully the senior's shaking off some of his rust here at the beginning of the game. And we have Addington splitting way out here on the left. So we'll see what they got up. Again, Reagan from the shotgun. Malloy chooses to do the gun here tonight all the way. Looks like a handoff in to number 5, Blaine Daniels. Blaine goes around. Blaine's got some speed. Here he goes. Daniels going up the middle, splits the defenders. Great run by the junior Daniels back to the 40-yard line. About a 20-yard gain there. Just what the Indians need to do after that play, that touchdown the other way. So great play by the Indians. Great play call by Coach Malloy. I haven't seen the Knightstown Panthers really being able to stop the momentum of the Union City Indians. Union City has been shooting their foot the last couple times. So we'll see if Union City can put together a good drive on the ground and get it down into the end zone and tie up the game. Here's Reagan from the shotgun. 1st and 10, 4:38 left to go in the first. Handoffs to Clay. Clay's almost stopped immediately and just got back to the line of scrimmage.
Short loss on the play brings up a 2nd down and a long 10 for the Indians.
4:16 as the clock continues to tick. Still anybody's ball game as Knightstown Panthers scored early here on this last series from a errant play. They picked up a fumble, ran it 65, 70 yards, but the Indians with the ball carry of Blaine Daniels find themselves on the Panther 40, ready to go. Here's Reagan, drops back. Nice deep pass, and almost picked off. The receiver wasn't even looking right, was still in his pattern, wasn't looking up. Reagan let the ball fly, and boy, Indians got lucky there that didn't get picked off, because it looked like a timing mistake there between the quarterback and receiver. Good pass by Reagan, just right. The receiver just wasn't looking. Almost in and out of the arms of the Panthers, too. Almost a good reception. That brings up a 3rd and 10 for the Indians. 3:57 left to go. Tarika is on the center, and here's Reagan from the shotgun. We have Clay and Daniels on his left. Here's Reagan, hands off to Daniels. Daniels cuts back in, tries to get in between the guard and the tackle, and gain of about maybe 2. Let's see what Malloy calls this time around. On the 39, it's a 4th and about 9. Let's see what Malloy's going to do. Here comes Addington in with the play. Reagan stays in the ball game. Coach Malloy's not going to punt. Got to like the guts of Coach Malloy. I like this call. Having faith in your offense and got to play up your sleeve. Let's see what Reagan's going to look for. I'd imagine we got Addington here. We got 3 receivers here on the left. So we're a stacked full house over here. Here's Reagan with the snap. He looks immediately to the left. Nice inside cut. Here's Addington. He keeps going, and he might have got that first down. Nice second effort by the senior, and they're calling first down. Great play call by Coach Malloy, and great pass catch by Addington from quarterback senior to senior, Reagan to Addington. Excellent play call by Coach Malloy. Guess we're not going to punt tonight. I kind of like that. So here we go, 1st and 10 the Indians on the Panther 28-yard line. 3 minutes left to go in the first quarter as we're still sitting at 7-0, the Knightstown Panthers. Here's Reagan again from the gun. Reagan, nice fake. Here's Clay up the middle. Clay going around the side. He's on the end. Clay's still fighting. And Clay got about 9 on that one. As I said earlier, Clay's one of the smallest guys on the field, and so when he gets in traffic, you can't really see him, so it's hard to locate if you're a defender. And Clay, with the speed of Clay, he can get right through there and knife in and out. So good gain by Hunter Clay, the senior. So it looks like they're going to be on the 17, 16-yard line. And the Indians are threatening again. 2:25. Here's Reagan from the gun. Motion Daniels, and the handoff is to Daniels. Nice open hole, and Daniels cuts back left and right. Looks like he gained about another 4 or 5 yards. So nice run by the junior Daniels. Relatively no flags thrown yet. We just had that warning of a bench warning, which was an interesting call. And other than that, it's been a pretty clean game so far called by the refs. Haven't seen any flags. So usually with the hometown jitters, you're going to get some holding calls or something like that. But both teams are playing pretty clean right now. 1:50 to go. Here's Reagan from the shotgun, flanked by Daniels and Clay. Fake to Daniels. Nice pass. Oh, Addington might have been a little inception there. I'm going to have to agree with Gabe. Gabe was looking for the ref for a call, and it looked like the defender on Addington grabbed his arm down as the ball was getting released, and Addington was trying to catch it. So I think number 87 there, Robert Porter, a senior defensive back, I think he might have got away with one. So that brings up a 3rd and 5. So let's see what Coach Malloy has dialed up for Reagan this time. Lone setback, you got Clay, left of the quarterback. We have Daniels over here on the left, and Jacob Jeffries on the left as well. And the handoff is up through the middle, and, Clay is stood up and brought back down. So it looks like we're looking at 4th and 5. Now we'll see if Coach Malloy chooses to kick a 3 with Daniels, or he's going to go. I can't imagine he's going to kick it. So, yep, here comes the offense, stays on the field. Addington bringing the play. Also checking in is Elijah Moore, Eli, the junior. So Coach Malloy with a lot of mixing up pass plays, a lot of pass plays, a lot of running plays, and the Indians are marching it down the field. I don't see the Panthers really stopping the Indians. Here's Reagan. Reagan back in the gun. He's looking left. He's got some time finally. Nice pass caught by, I'm trying to get the number here. Looks like, yep, Addington, yep, the senior. It's a great play by the Indians there. 1st and goal. So the Indians are threatening to get into the end zone, which is definitely what the Indians need after that errant fumble. Last series for the Panthers, ran it back for a touchdown. So the Indians are threatening to tie up the score here, at least get 6. But you got to think that you're going to get the extra point from Daniels. Nice handoff to Clay. Clay tries to fight for another yard, stopped up. So good defense by the Panthers there.
No gain. Stopped by Liam Orcutt.
So number 52, Liam Orcutt, the senior defensive lineman. Addington brings the play into Reagan. He'll check in for number 3, Jacob Jeffries. 17 seconds on the play clock, so they're kind of taking their time. And 5 seconds are winding down. That'll be the end of the first quarter. And your score will be the Knightstown Panthers 7 and the Union City Indians 0. But they're going to go down on the other end, and the Indians will be second and goal. They're calling it 2nd and 6, so maybe they can get a chance to get a first down before they get it in the end zone. But the Indians are threatening, and I really don't see the Panthers stopping the Indians' offense right now. They're just grinding it here and there, a little bit of yards here and there, and when they need to pass, Reagan dumps it off to a receiver slanting down the middle, Addington, Daniels. So I'll be willing to bet that the Indians are going to put it in the end zone here when we get ready to start the second quarter. Good game tonight between the Panthers and the Indians. I think pretty even, a couple of evenly matched teams. Nobody's really dominating on either side. There's been a couple of errors. And other than that, I think it's been a good, clean game. No flags, as we said, in that first quarter, which is interesting. A kind of a flag, but it ended up being a warning, so there was no penalized. It was after a Can 2 interception, brought it back to the 30, and there may have been a little bit more celebration on the sidelines here, and they gave the Indians a warning. But the Indians still retained the ball. So as we switch ends here, the Indians are going to find themselves. We start 12 minutes left to go in the second quarter. Again, we want to thank everybody for tuning in to watch the Indians here in the home opener. We have 3 home games. I believe next week is also a home game, if I recall, and then we got to go on the road for a little bit, and of course we will be carrying the Winchester Falcon and Union City game later on the season. That'll be at Winchester, but you can watch all that action right here on KISS TV. But we still got a lot of football to play yet in the coming weeks. But in the pandemic situation, ladies and gentlemen, anything can happen. So I'm just glad that these young men are out on the field and able to play in football in this COVID situation that everybody's in. We just got to be healthy and safe and do our social distancing. But it's great to have football again. Last night, NFL kicked off. The Kansas City Chiefs got the better of the Houston Texans, so they're winning their Super Bowl ways, continuing 1-0. And this Sunday is opening up the NFL season. So we're all looking forward to football here at the high school level, the college level, and the NFL. Here's Reagan. It'll be 2nd and 6 as we start the second quarter. flanked by Daniels and Clay. Here's the snap. And looks like a pass in just out of the hands, outstretched hands of Wright. Looks like Hunter Reagan's looking for Wright most of the time. And Wright pretty tall, but just a little bit too much for Brendan to bring it down. And I tell you what, I got to give credit to Eric Tariq as a senior center because he's getting the ball back there to Reagan very good. I haven't seen any bad snaps, so nice little tandem of practice there between senior to senior, and they're getting good, clean snaps back to Reagan, and Reagan's getting a little bit more time to look around and observe the field to see where his options are. So here's Reagan again in the shotgun with, I'm going to say, Daniels and Clay flanking him. Okay. Clay takes it up the middle, and looks like he's got about 3 or 4 yards, and it's going to be a 4th and goal on the Panther 1-yard line. Maybe the 2. It's about, we might have 2 yards to go, but we'll see what Coach Malloy has dialed up. And here come the Indians. Let's see if we can put it in. Here's Reagan, under center for the first time. Reagan on a quarterback sneak, and he is stuffed. Great defensive wall by the Panthers defense to deny Reagan the end zone. So just like that, the Panthers defense comes up great, stops the Indians, but deep in their own territory, they will take over on downs. So if there's any goodness out of this, it's better than a punt. More or less, the Indians have the Panthers trapped way back, but they travel all that way, ladies and gentlemen, and end up scoreless. So not what you want to do if you're Coach Malloy in your offense. So I'm sure that the Indians will go in a regroup. They'll do their halftime adjustments here. We got about 11 more minutes to go, but still a lot of ball game to play. But I'm sure Malloy and the other coaches are seeing what they're seeing out of the Panthers. They're going to make the right adjustments, and I think you're going to see the Indians coming out firing strong in this second half. But we still got another quarter to go here as we're just underway in the second. And here's the Panthers from their own end zone, and it looks like they're almost – is they going to call safety? Did they manage to get one before forward progress? Nope, they call a safety. So the Indians do hold them and tackle them in the end zone. So the Indians will receive the ball, and they do get 2 points on that safety. So great defense. Something out of nothing, I guess you could say, as the Indians will receive the ball, and we got 2 points. So 7-2. So I can't remember the last time the Indians had a safety. But we'll take it. We'll take it. Again, beautiful night for the Friday Night Lights. Not a cloud in the sky. Beautiful weather. Great night for football at the high school level. So not what the Panthers want, but at least they're not in their own end zone and could have caused a fumble or any kind of lethal turnover. You got Cantu roaming the field, and he can snap you with a pick six. He did one last week, and he got an interception already tonight. So you got to always know if you're Knightstown Panthers, you got to find out where Cantu is on the defensive line or defensive backfield. Excuse me. And back deep, we have Gabe Addington and we have Blaine Daniels. So they're going to, as a high school rule, they're going to punt from what looks like the 20. And I think, I don't know, I think Daniels and Addington are giving the punter some respect here. They're way back, and I think they might do themselves better to go up to about the 40. But we'll see what kind of leg this punter has for Knightstown. Looks like number 25's punting. We're going to say Ben Newby. Nice punt. I am mistaken. And Addington's going to take the ball. Here comes Addington up through the middle. They're trying to get Addington still going. And it looks like Addington gets past about to the 51-yard line or the 49-yard line of the Panthers. A great run and tripped up. Addington probably had another 10, 15 yards on that, but somebody got a hand in and tripped him up. And the Indians will take over 1st and 10 with 11:09 to go, just underway in this second quarter. 7-2. If you're just tuning in, the Indians did get a safety. They were stopped on downs in the end zone, but the very next play, the Knightstown Panthers, I don't know why I keep wanting to call them Tigers. The Knightstown Panthers couldn't get out of the end zone. The Indians stuffed them for a 2-point safety. So now here's the Indians. Here's Reagan from the gun. Reagan's back, scrambles right. He's throwing a decent deep ball. Almost picked off. Oh, just in and out of the hands of number 12. Lucas Likens almost had it. I think if Lucas would have been able to pull that down, he had nothing but end zone looking straight ahead of him. I think that was an easy 6 if Lucas, the senior, would have pulled that down. Addington coming to the bench, holding his hand. He might have corked a finger or a hand or something. He's holding that gingerly. So we'll keep an eye on that for you. And here come the Indians again. It's going to be 2nd and 10. It is 2nd and 10, I believe. The scoreboard might have a light out or something, error. And it's a handoff. And, oh, what a loss by the Panthers. And the whistle's already blown. The ball's dead. And Clay just was going nowhere. About a 5-yard loss. And Clay's grabbing his helmet, and he's leaning down. Looks like Clay got his bell rung a little bit. Clay doing most of the running work for the Indians tonight. And he's getting a lot of attention. And, as I said, Clay's a tough kid, but you got some pretty big defensive linemen there for the Panthers. So Clay's going to be looking at that wall all night. Number 70 for Knightstown there. He looks like a big old hoss. Sam Thomas listed at 295, and he's every bit of it, ladies and gentlemen. That's going to get hard to get around. Here's Reagan going up for a pass. Little timing pattern. Nice play. Pulled down by, I want to say, it looks like maybe Addington. I can't see the. That's Addington. So Reagan to Addington's having a good game so far in these first couple quarters. So it looks like Addington's hand's okay. He was favoring that right wrist, but looks like he's all right. So great play by the senior. 10:19 to go. 1st and 10, and we're on the Panther 34-yard line.
1st and 10 for the Indians on the Panther 34-yard line.
And again, very clean. Hardly any, well, no flags have been thrown so far. Oh, there's going to be the first one. I spoke too soon.
Flag on the play.
So we'll see what the ref has to say here. I'll dial up his volume here. I like this little feature we have now in the new PA system.
I got encroachment. Defense.
It's a line cut out a little bit. The referee sharing the mic in the PA system with our PA announcer, Rick Lacey. So we'll try not to jump on each other, me and Mr. Lacey, as we're both announcing the game. Here's Reagan from the gun. Takes snap, looks like over to Daniels. Daniels trying to sweep over to the right. And he's caught, trying to get out. And nice play by the Knightstown Panthers for about a 1 or 2 yard loss on Daniels. Great defense by the Panthers. Looks like number 50, Jake Byers and Ben Newby. Looks like they combined for the tackle on Daniels. And that brings up a 2nd and 5, 9:58 left to go as the clock winds. Your score is 7-2. Panthers score on a fumble by Reagan, ran it back 65 yards into the end zone. Point after was good, and the 2 points for the Indians. The Indians were able to stop the Panthers in their own end zone for a 2-point safety, and now this is a result of that drive from the punt after the safety, and the Indians are threatening again, moving it down the field. Reagan, handoff to number 10. He's going around, nice going around the end. He's knifing, going around. Eli Moore, great run by Moore. Turned nothing out of something. And it looks like that's going to be about a 3rd and 3, but great run by the junior Moore. A little juking and jiving around, and he got by a couple of defenders, used some speed, and could have been stopped, but Eli was able to make about 7 yards out of it. And the Indians come again. They're calling the plays quick, and Coach Malloy's getting them to the line, and Reagan again in the shotgun. We've seen him under center one time in this game, and other than that, Reagan's been all shotgun. Here's the senior. Hands off to Daniels. Daniels tries to find some light off tackle. And he keeps going, keeps standing in. Knightstown brings him down. Nice tackle by number 50, Jake Byers. He's a sophomore. It's a good defense by the Panthers here as the Indians face a 4th and 3rd. And if you know Coach Malloy, this evening he hasn't punted yet, so 4th and 3 is just another. It's 4-down territory every series for Coach Malloy. I like that aggressive play calling out of Coach. So let's see what Reagan has for the Indians as he comes to the line. And you have flanked off to the right, you have senior Clay, and we have trips to the left. Here's Reagan with the gun. He's looking left, and nice pass. Looks like, going to say Addington, it looks from here. Yep, that's Addington. So Addington's having a great night already with 4 or 5 receptions, the senior to senior. So Reagan got to watch telegraph of those passes because as soon as the ball snapped, he's looking immediately to the left, and he needs to learn to look off those defensive backs and give them a little bit more room and maybe maybe his receivers can get a few extra yards after the catch, but I'm hoping that Reagan's not going to telegraph these passes because he's looking right at it. He's not doing any fakes to the left or right. So we'll see if Coach Malloy identifies that at halftime and makes that adjustment, because I think the Panthers are right to pick one off if Reagan continues to do that way. Here's Clay right up the middle as he tries to grind maybe a yard out. Got to hand it to Reagan. He's putting the ball in there a lot and confidently tonight, and he's hitting his receiver Addington. So Reagan having a good game from a passing standpoint. Indians are averaging 68 passing yards a game, 86 rushing a game. They have a total of 6 touchdowns and 2 sacks and 2 interceptions to make that 3 now with the interception in Can 2 tonight. So those are your numbers by the Indians as Reagan from the gun again, Clay behind him. It's 2nd and 10. Here comes motion. And it's handed off to number 10, Elijah Moore, Eli. And he gets just about to line up. He looks like he lost a couple. So 3rd and 10. And let's see what the Knightstown Panthers can do here on a 3rd and 13. As I said earlier, just neither team's having really trouble. I'd say Indians have the time of possession in their favor because they're just eating up a little bit yards here and there, running that clock. They've had it for about the 11:22 mark, and they're still in possession. So this might be a quick second quarter. Knightstown's really not doing anything to stop them. They're just moving a little bit slowly as the Indians. Here's Reagan. Reagan again. Middle. Oh, just out of the outstretched arms of Brandon Wright. Begin up here. Reagan's just as soon as the ball snapped, he's watching Wright in his pattern all the way through. And if you're a defender of Knightstown, you might want to key in on that and try to read Reagan's eyes because he's not looking off any of the receivers or defensive backs. He's not doing any check downs. So that might be something to watch if you're the Panthers. Reagan brings the Indians again. We got trips to the left again. Hunter Clay flanked just to the right of quarterback senior Reagan, and looks like we have a timeout. Union City calls a timeout with 6:14 left to go. It's a 4th and 13. Coach Malloy's going to call Reagan and the troops back and make sure they got the play right when they resume play again after this timeout. 4th and 13. Coach Malloy has yet to punt tonight. I think there's been 4 or 5 4th downs. He's gone for all of them, and he's made most of them, ladies and gentlemen. But this is going to be a tall order here at 4th and 13. So I can imagine you're going to put trips to the left and maybe run some patterns, pick-like play perhaps, and get Addington open. Let's see what Reagan comes up with. Or if you're Coach Malloy, you never know. You might go for it all. Send Blaine in a post pattern and just put one up and let him run under it because definitely has the speed. So again, we get great football tonight on this September 11th, a very somber day, of course. That is a significant date in American history, certainly in world history. As in 2001, 19 years ago, I think everybody pretty much knows what happened. So hopefully the Indians can bring one home for the home team. Got a lot of football play to go. 7-2 is the score, only down by 5. So it's anybody's ball game. And the way it's going, unless the Indians can put it in the end zone, it may well sit at 7-2 when they go into the locker room at halftime, both teams. Because I haven't seen Knightstown really show a whole lot of offense. They scored from a errant play by the Indians. Other than that, Knightstown's offense just really hasn't been anything so far. So let's see what the Indians can do. Here's Reagan again in the gun. Clay on his left. Reagan drops back quick. Nice pump fake. And there he's going for it all. Nice 4th down. Oh, and just in out of the hands of Daniels. And Daniels hit hard. Looks like he come down. And let's see if he pops up here. It's important. Yep, Daniels going to pop back up. He laid there for a little bit. Looks like his back was a little bit torqued out when he was trying to stretch to get that ball. And Daniels gets up and runs back to the huddle. So, just like that, the Indians are going to be back on defense, and the Panthers hold. You win some, you lose some when you're Coach Malloy and going for that 4th down, but I still think that's the right call in the field position that he had. I might want to try, though. I might want to try the leg of Daniels. I might want to try the field goal to see if we can narrow that to 7-5. But we'll see. And here comes the Panthers. Handoff going off the left. And, stopped immediately by the Indians. Great defensive play by the Indians. And that'll be number 1, Hunter Clay, right in there. Talking to some of the members of the team at school, they were members of the football team said Clay is one of the hardest hitters they have on the team. So Clay had none of that. Gave him about a 2 or 3 yard loss. So it'll be 2nd and 13. Here comes Knightstown again. We have number 11, Chase Richmond, the senior, in the gun. Both teams are doing a lot of shotgun tonight, so maybe that's the high school way now. So nice pump fake, and he's going to go down. He's sacked by the Indians. Great swarm. Looks like, is that Tarikas or Benavides? Sevi Benavides, it looks like, number 53. Benavides, and I don't know who got another tackle. So great defensive play by the senior. And every game the seniors play this year is their last game, so I'm sure you're going to get a lot of action and a lot of play and a lot of grit out of the Indian seniors. So that puts the Panthers in a huge hole, 3rd and 17, with 4:51 left to go in the second. Okay, we got 2 split out left, 1 split out right. Here comes Richmond again. He's looking in. Oh, nice pass, nice little pattern in. Looks like a fumble. Is it still in bounds? Who's on it? The Indians say it's theirs. Let's see the call. And they're still calling it Panther ball. Still calling it Panther ball. So good heads-up play by the Panthers. The Indians thought it was theirs, but that'll still bring up about a 4th and 6 or 7. So good heads-up play by the Indians there. Indians could have used that with 4 minutes left to go, and we'd had time enough to try to get it in the end zone and go in with a lead in the locker room. And there's still enough time, though. 4:35, it's 4th down, so it will be Indians' ball if they can hold the Panthers here on this 4th and 7. We got to stop in the action here. Let's see what we got here. We'll bring up the ref's mic, see if he says anything. I'm not going to put it up here. Okay, they're going to mark it off. We have instant replay. We do. We're still working on it. That's a new feature we have. We've used it a couple times, and we're trying to get the instant replay to where we can get it to where we can see it. I don't know what they're calling here. It looks like they were marking off some yards here. We're still, ladies and gentlemen, still trying to figure out what's going on here. It's still about 4th and 7, and we have one of the referees now. We have an official timeout. Nope, Union City's going to call another timeout.
We have a timeout on the field.
So we come back to the field. Both teams go to their coaches, and 4th and 7. Got some strategy between Coach Malloy and Coach Montgomery, defensive and offensive. So it's been a good game so far. Low scoring. As I said earlier, the offense of Union City seems to be running down the field. No huge plays. You know, the huge plays consist of maybe an 8-yard here or there from Reagan to Addington. And Clay's been trying to eat up some yardage, 1 yard here or there, a couple good runs by Daniels. But that's pretty much been it on the Indians' offense. But I'm just not seeing the Panthers stopping the Indians for too much of a loss. So I think the Indians, if they go in the locker room and can come out and continue what they were doing, I think they can just start continuing to eat up the clock. We just need to convert on some of these 3rd and 4th down plays. So both teams will come out, and looks like we're in the punt formation, so it looks like Knightstown's going to kick it. So we'll see, but anything can happen, so hopefully the Indians will be aware and check the field out and make sure nobody's going to be sneaky with anything on this 4th down. And this will be Knightstown's first punt of the ball game at the 4:11 mark left to go in the first half. I'm going to see, I can't see the number. It looks like the jersey, that looks like Daniels is back there, and they're going to put it in the air. And a beautiful punt. Nice end over end, and Daniels is going to let it roll. Not going to pick it up, get away, and they're going to down it. And the Indians are going to take over on their own 24-yard line with 4:01 left to go in the first half. It is hard to see the numbers here because we're looking at the side of everything. So until they turn their backs or their fronts to us, we got to make our best guess on the defense. So we apologize for that. Maybe we'll put some spotters in the budget next year. And just like that, Union City is going to take over 1st and 10 on their own 24. Let's see what Coach Malloy and Senior Reagan, the quarterback, has dial up for this series. Probably going to keep the ball as long as there's no turnover till the end of the half, the way the Indians have been playing. Here's Reagan. Hands it off to Daniels. Daniels tries to go inside the guard. He is stopped just like that by number 70. He's calling his name a lot tonight. Number 70, Sam Thomas. The huge real estate lineman there at 295. That's a lot of real estate to get around. I'll tell you what, we got 240 right beside him, number 50 there, Jake Byers. He's a sophomore. So not going to be easy for them to get in between those two because they're a solid wall in themselves there. A couple big fellas. Or as Keith Jackson would say, a couple big uglies. 2nd and 11. Here's Reagan. Reagan, fake handoff. Back to Clay. Clay gets a little bit of room. Clay's still on his feet, trying to fight for another two yards to try to get to the original line of scrimmage, and I think he did that. So it looks like the Indians are going to be 3rd and 10 with 3:08. You know, if I was Coach Malloy, I might have wanted to eat a little bit more clock and take your time because we're at 3rd and 10. Clock's still running with 3 minutes, but you don't want to give Knightstown the opportunity to score and going into the locker room. So I think Union City could be content to go into the locker room down 5, 7-2, and Coach Malloy and the coaches will make their adjustments. And I think you're going to see a refreshed Indians team come out because I think they realize they can play with these Knightstown Panthers. I'm not going to take any away from Knightstown. They're having a good game, too. They're playing some good defense. Here's Reagan looking. He's looking deep. Shows up short, and nice little the attempt was supposed to be, it looked like it was intended to number 12, Lucas Likens, but Mason Fields for the Panthers looked like he might have had a hand on Likens, but there was no call. So just like that, 4th and 10, let's see what Coach Malloy is going to do. I think we're going to send out the punting unit. I don't think this is what you want to risk going into halftime. So I think Coach Malloy is going to have his first punt of the ball game at the 2:35 mark in the 2nd quarter. So I believe Ryan Armentrout's back to punt. He punted last year. Armentrout's a senior. And here's Armentrout, gets the ball up, gets it off clean, almost blocked. And Knightstown will stay away from it as 3 Indians converge on the ball. And Landon Dickman, the sophomore, will down it. Good to see him in the game. And Dickman will stay out there on defense. Excuse me, Eli Moore. My mistake. Yes, Landon, I called your number. So we got 2:27 for Coach Montgomery to figure it out, see if he can get in the end zone and extend this Panther lead. We're sitting at 7-2, and where we've been for quite a long time. No real huge offense out of either team. No huge plays on the offensive side on either teams. So let's see what the Panthers dial up as we have the quarterback, number 11, Richmond's coming out, flanking on the left. And it looks like we have Ben Newby in the gun. Newby's fakes, and a huge hole by the Indians that opened up, and here come the Panthers, and he's continued to go on. And he's going to go 6. Nobody's going to get him, just like that. That's just not what you need if you're the Indians' defense. What a backbreaker there right before halftime. Huge hole in the middle. You could see it from here. You could drive a truck through it. And just like that, in the end zone, and Knightstown scores 6 more and looking to add. Going to be 14-2 if they hit this point after. Not what you need if you're the Indians to go in the locker room. So a breakdown in defense there because whatever Knightstown did, they opened up a huge hole in the middle, and Newby went right through it. Looking to pass, but he saw the opening, and smart play, just started running, and he ended up for 6. And, I think this, nope, no good, wide left. So there you are, 11-point lead by the Panthers, 2:15 left to go. So the Indians, we'll see what Coach Malloy has dialed up in this last couple minutes because that's just got to be a heartbreaker and a backbreaker, ladies and gentlemen, to see that just like that. Knightstown takes the ball over, boom, they're in the end zone. So let's see what Coach Malloy has for the senior Reagan and the rest of the Indians. And as the Indians will receive the kickoff, Addington and Daniels, junior and senior, will both be back to receive the kick. And the kicker hasn't been really strong on the kickoffs. He hasn't really got it too deep. We'll see. And the Panthers take the field. Speaking of the Panthers, their receiving yardage, they're averaging 88 a game. Rushing yards have been pretty impressive because I have them listed here on Max Preps at 204 yards per game. So, rushing yards per game, And you got to give credit to the Indians defense because that's a lot of yardage for a high school team. They got 5 total touchdowns. 12 sacks, though, so that's what Max Press listed. The Knightstown Panthers has 12 sacks. So playing 2 games, that's 6 sacks a game. So the Indians are holding their own and keeping the defense at bay because Hunter's been in duress, but he's never really been sacked. He did fumble, but that was before the sack happened. And once again, the kickoff just a little bit shallow. And here comes Likens around the the right end. Likens continue going, tries to cut up, hold on to the ball, Lucas. Good run back by the senior to give the Indians a chance of field position here with 2:07 left to go. Indians will start off this set of downs on the Panther 47-yard line. Oh, Elijah Moore, excuse me. I called Lucas Likens. My mistake. Eli Moore. So again, what's been really surprising is we just haven't seen any flags. Here's Reagan with Clay flanked to his right. Twins left. Reagan looks down. Nice pass into Addington. Addington's got a little bit of room. And looks like Addington's going to gain about 5 yards. And they did get tackled inbounds. The clock still goes. 1:53 left to go. Indians got to hurry up. They can't take a whole lot of time here. So hopefully, let's see what kind of plays that Coach Malloy has dialed up for the Indians here in this last 142 now and counting. Addington coming to the sideline. Daniels and Clay are going to be behind Reagan. Reagan again from the shotgun. Likens and Moore split out. Here's the snap. Reagan rolling out to the right. He's going to pop one deep. And, oh, nice hand on it, looking for his wide receiver, the junior right. And number 80 got a hand in there. Great defensive play by the Panther, number 80, Aaron Reagan. So good defense. If Hunter Reagan could have let him a little bit more, maybe Wright would have got on that. But defender Reagan, Aaron Reagan, don't know if that's a relation or not, but got his hand in there and a good stop by the Panther. 1:18 left to go. 3rd and 5. You don't want to give the ball back over to the Panthers with any time left because anything can happen, and we just saw it the last series of downs for the Panthers. Here's Reagan from the shotgun. Almost a high snap from Tarikas. Here comes, great room as Daniels goes, and looks like we might get 6. Here goes Daniels. Nobody's going to get him. Touchdown, Indians. Blaine Daniels. Great handoff from Hunter Reagan. Just what the Indians need going into the locker room with 1:09 left to go. It's still some time, but what a great momentum changer there, and the Indians are going to go in with much more confidence, narrowing the score as they have. And we're going to see Daniels here for the point after.
45-yard touchdown run, Blaine Daniels.
Great run by the junior Daniels. And just like that, the Indians score 13-8, looking to see 13-9 on the scoreboard here. Let's see what Daniels can do. Get a clean hold. Oh, no, we're going to go for 2. Yeah, why not, Coach? Let's see what Malloy has dialed up for Reagan. Daniels and Clay flanking him. Reagan, quick pass, nice slant. Oh, just in and out of the hands of Addington. I'll bet Gabe wants that one back.
2-point conversion, no good.
Should have been caught, but I'm sure Gabe's disgusted with himself right there.
1 minute, 9 seconds.
Well, if they could have scored there, they could have been within 3, and I like being within 3 because we talked about that leg of Daniels. So I'd like to see a game getting down to where it is going to be on Daniels' leg, and that'd be really cool to see a high school finish win on a field goal. That'd be awesome. You really don't see a lot of field goal kicking at the high school level. So just like that, the Indians score, and they're going to kick off to Knightstown. I don't know if Knightstown's got any kind of trick plays up their sleeve. I think if you're Coach Montgomery, I might be content just put the ball on the ground and run the clock out and go in the locker room with that 5-point lead. Get your kids some rest and have them come back here for 24 more minutes of action, and I think it's still anybody's ball game with what I've seen here tonight up here in the booth. Again, we want to appreciate everybody tuning in for the KISS broadcast. If you're watching with us on Facebook, shoot us a text to see where you're watching from. I'm sure John Schmidt's probably watching from Centerville, and perhaps Mr. Rick Clear is going to be watching from Atlanta. So hello, folks. Former alum Tim Green chimes in. He's out in Utah. Hey, Tim. Thanks for watching, tuning in. And Armin Trout with the kickoff. Oh, and the ball fell off the tee. So we'll reline that up and kick it again. Again, 109, 13-8 your score, ladies and gentlemen. We're getting ready to go in the locker room, but there's still a minute left to play. And we'll see if Knightstown chooses to just run the clock out, or we'll see if they can catch the Indians asleep and see if they can get in the end zone one more time. And that would be a backbreaker for the Indians. So hopefully the Indians will stay awake and not let it get anything behind them. And here's the Panthers off the shin. It's picked up. And let's see, that's by number 18, Mason Fields. He's a sophomore, listed as quarterback. And here come the Indians. 1:03 left to go. So if you're Union City, you don't want to give up any big plays. If you're the DBs, you don't want to let any receivers behind you. I don't know what the arm of this Montgomery is. Excuse me, not Montgomery. Check that. Richmond. But I don't think the Indians want to find out either. So just play a little bit of prevent. Let's see if Knightstown chooses to just let the clock run out, or they're going to try to put it in the end zone again. This could be a dangerous time for the Indians. You don't want to be caught asleep. Oh, and whistle blow here. We got one of the first flags of the night. Let's see what it is.
Flag on the play.
We'll bring up the mic.
All start. Down.
No, just like NFL, we have some mic problems. Mike's cutting in and out. Looks like a false start by the Panthers. That'll back them up 5.
First down and 15 for the Panthers.
So that makes it 1st and 15, as you heard PA announcer Rick Lacey. Eagle Eye Lacey, he can see the ball better than I can. I got to pick on my old history coach. Here come the Panthers. And it's not Richmond. 25, and oh, nice play. Like I said, you don't want to catch sleep there. 25, he had the touchdown last time. Ben Newby, he's listed as a running back, but he was in shotgun. So it looks like Newby and Richmond are changing back and forth with quarterback duties tonight for the Knightstown Panthers. That puts the clock still running at 39 seconds. If you're Knightstown, I don't know. If you're Coach Montgomery, maybe you just sit on the ball and let the clock run out and go to the locker room, get the kids a breather. So we'll see. It looks like there's still just no victory formation, I want to say. And here's Newby again. He's going to look to crank one up deep, and he got behind him. Oh, wow, just what you didn't want. The defender got behind. I don't know who the defender is for the Indians, but he was easily about 8 yards behind the Union City defender, and just luckily Newby's pass was just overthrown. Trying to see who got beat down there. I can't read the number, but that's just what the Indians don't need, is letting the guy get behind you. Tell you what, if Knightstown puts together a nice play fake and get that receiver going, they might draw those DBs up and get a deep one if he's got the arm. That's definitely what you don't want the Indians happening. 18 seconds left to go, 13-8, 10 seconds on the play clock. So this is probably maybe 1 or 2 more plays. It's 3rd and 10, so it'll be at least 2 plays. Let's see. Oh, there's a false start by the Panthers. That'll back them up 5. So it'll be 3rd and 15. Yep, that's exactly what it was. So 18 seconds left. Let's see what Knightstown Panthers have dialed up for this last play, or what I'm going to think is going to be the last play of the half. This is an incomplete pass, but that'll bring up 4th and 15 if that's the case, and I'm pretty sure that Coach Montgomery is just going to fall on it. And again, now here's Richmond, but Newby's right beside him, so anybody's going to throw this ball. Here's the Panthers. Hand off to Newby. Looks like he's finding room. He's getting around the left end, finds an opening, and looks like he's staying in bounds, and the Indians tackle him. 6 seconds to go. That'll be the end of the half. Oh, no, they're going to call it. 6 seconds left to go. They stop the clock. The senior Clay once again in there on the tackle, and who called the timeout? That's kind of odd. Okay, there's a flag.
Defense.
Great. Okay. Referee's mic's cutting in and out, but apparently we got a personal foul, and they're going to mark off 15 and automatic first down. Just what the Indians do not need.
The Indians be a first down for Knightstown.
I don't know who they're calling it on, but that's a mental lapse there by the Indians, and now we're at almost midfield on the 45.
Timeout, Knightstown.
A little bit more room. Knightstown's going to call a timeout.
Knightstown.
I'll mute the ref there, and going to see, and I don't know, maybe Hail Mary will see this arm of Newby or Richmond. Let's see what they got. But if they saw what happened a few plays ago, the receiver got behind our defender about 8 yards open. It was just a bad pass where it was 6 to the end zone. That's one thing that the Indians have done in the past is they've let receivers of the offense get behind them, and then they get burnt. So hopefully Coach Malloy will have them play a little deep, little prevent defense to make sure everything stays in front of them and not get behind them. I want to thank our crew tonight. We got Jordan Walzer, we got Luis Niels, we got the Stewart twins, Caden and Mason helping us out, and of course my right-hand man Phil Williams here doing the live stream. So we're bringing you all that action. My name is Brian Merrill. I'll bring you the play-by-play. Thank everybody for joining in on this beautiful weather for Friday Night Football on September 11th as well.
First down and 10.
And it looks like Richmond's going to be in the gun from center. We got twins out to the right. We got a split left. This will be the last play of the half. And he rolls out. Richmond rolls out right. And he decides to run it. He's still looking to pass it. And it's complete. First down, but the Indians are able to keep it in front of them. And that's the end of the first half with your score. The Knightstown Panthers 13 and your Union City Indians 8. We'll be right back with second half action. Stay tuned, folks. Thank you.